You joined the Anna Hazare movement. What really motivated you?
I used to be an anchor, and every story was about corruption. Every department, every ministry, there was just scams, scams, scams. And I really think at that point of time, I realized that corruption and corruption of this kind, I feel very strongly about it. And I really felt I'm going to do something about it. But there is a thin line between idealism and stupidity. And I think I crossed the line many times over. I thought I thought they were
No,
doing
but
something.
why would you say that? I think it enriches Indian politics, doesn't it? That people like yourself.
Not really, not really. You're left all by yourself, betrayed. I had no idea that it would ever become a party. Arvind used to swear for the first 2 years that we'll never form a party, Shazia. We will lose credibility. I would be on TV. I said, everybody, Arvind, everybody keeps saying, why don't you jump into the electoral fray? आप लोग को कुछ करना, there are many articles of that kind. He says, no, Shazia, we will lose our credibility. Arvind and I are very close.
But I mean, would you blame him for having changed that? A lot of us change our opinions and our plans.
Let's give him that. Let's say he evolved, he changed his mind, and he felt this is a good way to offer an alternative to the people, this non-Congress BJP thing. And Arvind just let us down so badly, you know.
So articulate that for me. What do you mean by, because you were also one of the first people to leave Aam Aadmi
I was the first one.
You were the first person
I was
to
the
leave.
first one to join Anna Hazare movement. All your Ashutoshes and Ashish Khetans and all came much later after the party was formed. I think Arvind's true nature got revealed after the party was formed. There were some things that didn't fit in because Arvind would say these things like, ये लोग जो वहाँ बैठते हैं एसी के कमरों में गिट-पिट ऐसी बातें करते हैं अंग्रेजी में, तो ऐसे अरे हम लोग भी तो भी एसी कमरे से ही निकल कर आए हैं पर चुप रहो बोलने के लिए. So I would be quiet. I said maybe I don't know this, whatever. Set up very much. I said I'll be quiet. So some things I didn't like because if you're a purist, this bothers you. So he did say all those things, and one thing that will really encapsulate what Arvind is like. I mean, it's your idea, you give it. He'll pretend not to hear it, but he'll implement just that 2 minutes later. So Arjun, he's very smart. He'll get the best out of you. He will know exactly what to extract, what you're good at. He did that. I would tell him, I said, आपके पास आप लोग करते हैं भारत माता की जय बोलते हैं, मुसलमान है नहीं, तो वही शाह से क्या करें. We went to Lucknow, फिरंगी महल और सब लोगों से मिले. उन्होंने कहलवाया कि आप एक भाजपा के बारे में क्यों नहीं बोलते हैं, कांग्रेस के बारे में क्यों बोलते हैं. अरविंद ने कहा भी बोल देता हूँ, लखनऊ की स्पीच निकाली आप. दिस इज व्हेन ड्यूरिंग द अन्ना मूवमेंट. देन कर्नाटक में क्यों नहीं बोलते येदुरप्पा जी के बारे में, उन्होंने बोला. तो और किससे मिलना है. सो आई गॉट दैट. आई नेवर थॉट आई विल बी गेटिंग टॉप Islamic senior Muslim leaders, but I was doing
So
that.
he's a good politician. He says what
He's a very
the
good
constituency
politician.
is asking him to say, right?
Yogendra Yadav ji had a word for him, presentist, not existentialist. I think it was Yogendra Yadav or Prashant Bhushan ji. So present whatever it requires. He can change it next minute. He'll be saying this. You go to Jamia, he'll be talking about how terrible the encounter was. And he'll go out to a Hindu area and he will start chanting Hanuman Chalisa. He is that person, like quick.
So in some ways, I think he knows the pulse of the people and how fickle everybody is, about memory of events, right?
Besides many takeaways, something very important, Arjun, that I want to tell you, that has really, he's encapsulated the idea of vote banks and the psychology behind it so well. No one else did it. And Muslims should think about it. You know what he said? हमने कहा हम लोग कमिटीज बना रहे थे किसको क्या. उसी टाइम आतिशी और ये आए राघव, they were not part of the Anna movement, they came in much later. So anyway, हम लोग कमिटीज बना रहे थे कैसे क्या करना है. तो मुसलमानों के लिए क्या होना है. He said, शाजिया, मुसलमानों को कुछ नहीं चाहिए, बस गाली बक दो आरएसएस को, बीजेपी को, उनको बस वही चाहिए.
He said that.
He said that. He said it many times. In fact, there was an audio leak later on, of what he said. He says, मुसलमानों का क्या चाहिए, मुसलमान बस गाली बक दो मोदी को, बीजेपी को, और वोट मिल जाएंगे. And that is true. That is true. And through your podcast, I want to tell Muslims out there कि भैया इतने बेवकूफ ना बनिए, इतने सिंपलिस्टिक ना होइए कि बस गाली बकते रहे. अपना फायदा देखिए. मोदी की नफरत में अपना फायदा भूल रहे हैं. अपने से मोहब्बत कर लीजिए, मोदी से नफरत कम कीजिए.
This whole thing about Aam Aadmi Party, and a lot of us were attracted to it in the initial days. The intellectuals supported him, the middle class supported him, the lower middle class, the poor. So it was what an amazing opportunity Arvind Kejriwal had to take the entire Indian society as a whole and then take his time and actually build it up. Was he in a hurry to become the prime minister?
I think he couldn't handle it. He was in a hurry. The essential nature of people around him is quite lousy, I would say. When I was there, it was like we're not like any other party. That's why we are a party. Now, every other party is doing it, so we will also do it. So the whole thing has changed. BJP भी तो करती है, Congress भी तो करता है, हम भी करेंगे. And but the Lok Sabha. So when did I leave? I left right after the first elections, Lok Sabha. But I saw a lot of games being played, and I saw it. I said, Arvind, you said that regular folks should have a chance. You know what we did? Something very cruel that people don't know about. We did, and that's the biggest betrayal. And just for that, people should not vote for him. Arvind invited resumes, CVs with signatures of people in the neighborhood of probable candidates or those people who wanted to be candidates. I was in charge of their office. And then, Arvind told me this happened. And Arvind said, मैंने कहा आशुतोष आ गया बोले हाँ उसको चांदनी चौक पर टिकट दे रहे हैं मैंने कहा पर आप तो कह रहे थे लोगों के बीच से होगा बोले वो कहने की बात है शाजिया तुम्हें ही पता है इस कमरे में सब तय होगा I was very I didn't know what to I put in so much there, you see. My stakes were such that I didn't know what to say. I just left feeling very terrible.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this clip. As you know, we are taking a deep dive into some complex issues and decoding them for you. So don't forget to check out more content on our channel. And also, we'd love to hear back from you with your comments and your suggestions. So let's explore together.